Hey guys, so I haven't done a Genshin Impact video in a while, but Windtrace is back. So Windtrace, for people who don't know, I mean, if you don't play the game, I don't know why you're watching this. For people who do play the game, Windtrace is back. Windtrace is like hide and seek, and it's very fun. So we've got the current Windtrace coins. You play hide and seek, and you get coins for how long you last, and all that great stuff. You get primo gems for it. I've gotten a good amount. I've got these three, so I'll get these two, and then tomorrow I'll get this one, and then detect a total of 3 rebels using a sensor aura. Just little. So, what's this one? Oh, and then just little extra ones. How long is it going on for? We got 11 more days with Windtrace, which I'm perfectly fine with, because I absolutely love this game, this little mini game. And I've said before, this is one that I don't mind if they were to keep. Let's see. And these are the ones that are available, the maps. So, Central Hall Shadows, Chasers, Amidst Autumn Leaves, the Hidden Trials, the Runaround, and then Terrace Patrol, Searching the Silent Woods, in the City of Yore Concealed, and Winery Clash, which I like the winery. Basically, I just kind of chill out on top of the house, and you can kind of get a good vantage point if anyone's running around and trying to move around, because I think that one you can transform yourself into like lamps or something. They're extremely tiny lamps, and most people would position themselves on the little pillars that are outside to make them look like they're actual lamps. But if you have a vantage point, you can kind of see everyone moving, and it really helps. But you have 8 different areas to go to, and they're not like custom maps. They're just chunks of the actual map. You'll see, a barrier, and it's cool. You go in, and you have 4 players, 3 rebels, 1 hunter, and the rebels run. They're the ones who hide. And while everyone hides, the hunter is concealed in this like giant blue bubble, and you can't see anyone. So you can't see where anyone's going. Sometimes you get a hunter that knows the layout, which is bad. Or you have one that hasn't played it before, and like, for example, what was it? I think it was, which one was it? Was it this? No, it wasn't that one. Like this one. I was playing, I hit on in one area in here the first time, got caught straight away. Second time, I hid on like one of the lower levels over, if you see over on that side. I was just kind of stayed against the wall, and I kept moving my camera around just to see if they were coming. And I managed to last the entire time in like one small area. I think he was playing, the person who was playing is Zhang Li, but I kept seeing him run around and flying around this area, and he never thought to come down to the lower levels. Same thing with this one. I was like perched on top of like this little cliff type area, and same thing. The person's running around, and they didn't even bother. They didn't even catch me. I was pretty much standing out there in the open. I wasn't disguised. I was just like, and there's some places that have little cracks like this one. You see all these ruins. You have these little nooks that you can get into. Some of them you can stand in there and no one will catch you. And then you have people who are just really good and know the layout, and they'll be like, okay, I'm going to that place first. Or like the trees. If you have someone like Chi-Chi or Sayu or Klee who's really tiny, you can usually hide up in the trees. but some people know that, and that's like one of the first places that people will look. But we're gonna go ahead so I can show you what it's all about. Like I said, it's just hide and seek. It's really fun though. All right, so we've got 1,800 out of 2,400 tokens or coins. Ah, we've got the Archons playing. Maybe I can find those who remember the osmanthus wine. Because it tastes the same as I remember, but where are those who share the memory? Oh, I am the hunter. Okay. Now, switching characters for the most part doesn't really matter. People will tend to use sometimes use Mona or Ayaka, those who can kind of like go into the ground and kind of avoid being captured. I don't know if they fixed that. I'm sure they have, because there were a lot of people getting pissed off. It's like, I can't get that person who says Mona because they're like in the ground. So I'm pretty sure MiHoYo was like, no Mona for you. So you see here, I can't see anyone. I can't maneuver my camera around to see anything. And I also don't have my jump ability in my skill. But what you do have is meatballs. No, you have an ability that replaces your skill, and it essentially just, you know, exposes a character and captures them. And we are, which one are we? I think we are on Miyazuma?
I never thought the war would end.
All right, so first, let's see if we can get a vantage point somewhere. All right, probably the best vantage point would be up
Time to go.
here. Yeah, you have that. And this is what I do. I kind of climb up and see if you can see anyone moving like that. And then lather, rinse, repeat. It may be a stupid strategy, but it's one of the best ways of doing it. If I can see anyone. And if I don't, I can just jump down and start blasting things away with it. Like over here. It's like, oh, well, look at one of these.
Time to go.
Or you come over here and, because you don't know what they are, you don't know the items they're allowed to be. A favor will drop and you'll be able to capture it, and it'll pretty much show everyone.
I never thought the war.
Okay, I just...
Hold out a little longer.
Okay. Now, got one right there, one right here. And I don't think I'd be able to get the third one. Unless they're around here somewhere. I mean, they could easily be able to turn into the stones that are sitting here on the friggin' roof. So, I mean, here. Nope. I don't know where else to look. I mean, I don't... behind. Like I said, this is one of the ones I haven't been to yet, so I don't know all the great hiding spots, stuff like that. I thought I saw something moving over here. No. But, and then you do that and you get, not items, but, let's see. Who did I not get? 350. Get 350 coins. So, that's just being the hunter. Like I said, that was a map I hadn't been to, so I don't know all the nooks and crannies. I don't know what they can transform into, and I'm kind of just giving a layout of, you know, lay of the land and what to do here. How many do I have now? All right, let's do it again. Hopefully I'm the one of the rebels, so that way you can kind of see what being a rebel is. You know, from a rebel perspective, not just watching me try to catch them. Being a hunter is fun, but there's just something about hiding. I don't know. It's especially when you can turn into other objects. Come on, am I rebel? 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 Yes! Okay, so this is one of those levels. Alright, so actually we will switch to... Let's just switch to Diona. Alright, so this is one of those ones. Dead wood and scarecrows are what we can turn into. I thought I switched to Diona.
So dark.
But, you know, a good place that most people would probably go to is down here under the bridge. But then again, you're like, no, that won't work. Oh, really not very far. You know, some places are so obvious that you just get caught right away. I'm probably going to get caught right away. But I kind of want to show what happens when you get caught. You can still get a vantage point. Look at the vantage points. Oh, actually, you could be hiding. If I had Diona, I could probably hide up there in that tree. But that would be sometimes, like I said, if a person knows all the good hiding spots, that tree is probably one of the first places someone will look. And considering the house is like right there, you'd probably be able to see someone running around in the tree or standing there. And I just saw them over there. And this is all it is, you know, if you're hiding, you try to stay hidden for the entire time. And then you get points or coins or whatever based on your performance. I mean, it's really fun. Like I said, it's hide and seek. If you remember as a kid, you played hide and seek. Well, this is hide and seek in a video game and you get rewards for it. So I would really like to move, but I'm afraid if I do, I'd be spotted. Who got caught? Don't mind me. I'm just a walking tree. All right. Where are they? Yeah, like if you're up there, you could easily see right down into that tree. I don't know how much of the foliage is actually covering me because, you know, since I'm under it. What? Ah! Just as I see him and I was turning around, I'm like, fuck! But then after you die, or get caught, you can just kind of wander around and continue to look. And this gives you a good chance that if you haven't been on the map before, it gives you a good chance to kind of go around and see, okay, well, you know, they found me over here. What if I was to hide, say, right here or under here or something like that, you know? So it gives you a good chance to kind of scout out the area and find good hiding spots and not have to worry about being seen because you've already been caught. I wonder if anyone's still under the bridge. Like I said, the bridge. Oh wait, no, that's there. Zhao's right over there. Zhao's the only one left. So, do it, Zhao! Do it! Do it for us! For your brothers! Your fallen brothers! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! Yes! We win. It was all thanks to me. No. Achieve victory this match by relying on teammates after getting captured. Alright, let's do one more. Hopefully it's one that I haven't been to, so that way I can have no idea what I'm doing. Sometimes it takes a while before you find that one perfect spot that you're like, yeah, no one's gonna find me here. Alright, we got all the primo gems that we can get. And we can still, I think we can still do it, we just don't get any points for it. You ever, yeah. I mean, if Mihoyo was to put this in the game permanently, I don't think anyone would complain. It's like the Theater Mechanicus. It's just a fun addition that would be welcomed. Okay, so we are... Let's see. Let's go try to blend in. So let's go with Sayu. Let's try to blend in with our surroundings. Like in one of the other ones that were, you know, like the color, if it was like a lot of red, I switched to Klee. If it was an area that looked like it was more like purpley blue or whatever, I switched to Fiona or Chi-Chi. And the fact that they're small, I can actually show what I was talking about before, because I was on this level the other day, and there was one area I just stood. So, I can't do it this time, because I don't think the person's going to be that stupid. Who's Ariel's Hunter? We got Noah and Pedro. Alright, so I think he was right up here. Pretty much. I want this away. And it's just kind of up here. I just kind of stood up here the entire time. And it's not even actually, it's not even a ledge. It's like a hill. I just kind of stood here the entire time. Damn you! Let me up! No one can see me! And if they do climb up, I can see them, possibly. Maybe this way? Come on, move. Whew. I actually thought that I was going to get captured. Even if I do get captured, that initial one, that was incredible. I thought I was going to get captured from that. Let's see how... Okay, that tree over there you can see which tree I'm talking about. It's not that one, but the one right next to it. That looks like a nice tree. Would I be able to get there without being seen? You'll never get that favor now. You'll never get it. I fucked you up, buddy. Looks like no one else remembers Osmanthus wine. I wonder if I could stand on top of that and become an object. So I didn't survive very long because I took that. If I had stayed hidden, I'm pretty sure I would have been fine. But I took the chance to get that favor so that way he didn't find it or get it. So that way, oh, so that way, because you saw once they get it, you'll see the blue streak of light, and it gives them away. So I really fucked up this game there.
Surely I should be doing.
And I don't think that would have been possible if it wasn't for Sayu, because she does kind of blend in, you know. I mean, she blends in easier with the trees than, say, maybe Chi-Chi or, you know, Klee, who, like, Klee's bright red. She just sticks out like a sore thumb here. Time's almost up. The hunter gets to move faster. I wonder where the other guys are hiding, actually. I'm actually curious, because if he hasn't found them yet... If he hasn't found them, where are they hiding? How far are you allowed to go? Ooh, actually, wait a minute. Is there a cool place? Actually, you could hide down there. Victory! Hillary achieved victory this match by relying... Hey, I didn't really... I helped out the team a lot by getting that favor so that way he couldn't use it. I helped out a lot. I sacrificed myself. But yeah, there we go. That is Windtrace. There's another one. There's this one. I didn't like it. Test run. Let's see. Nomiya. Yeah, that place is pretty cool. But I also managed to get Xiao up to 75. Jean is 70. And where's she? Yeah, she's only at 24. I really haven't bothered working on her. I already have a cryo polearm user. But Xiao I wanted definitely up there. And same thing with Jean. Being able to fucking yeet! You know, she pulls them in. Actually, let me just kind of show off what she does. Let's go...
Ready for anything.
There, and somewhere near a cliff. Right here should be fine. This is why I wanted Jean, because she helps in a lot of good... You know, she's pretty helpful in situations. Once you level up her talent. So...
Another test subject.
Come on. You know you want to. Yeah, there we go. Yeet! And off the cliff they go. And obviously, the higher the cliff, the more damage it's gonna do, but... Yeet! And I think the higher the, talent... What's her at right now? What's hers at? Yeah, only 5. Do I have any... No. Gale Blade. She can command the whirlwind by pulling in surrounding opponents and objects towards her front. Direction can be adjusted. Character is immobile during skill duration. But yeah, it's such a fun talent. It said objects. So, nope.
There's no end to this.
But yeah. But yeah, that was Windtrace. I really like it, and I really wish they would bring it back permanently. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are you playing Windtrace? Are you enjoying Windtrace? Or have you collected what you need and you're like, okay, I'm done? Do you wish it was a permanent part? Because that's the one thing that I don't like about the game sometimes. It's lack of end game stuff or just more immersive stuff. You've got your new area, but then like mini games like that, people would love to do. You know, Theater Mechanicus, like with a Shiki Taisho where you go into the dungeon and like constantly changes, or Windtrace. Would love to have those as permanent additions. Maybe one day Mahoyo will listen. But anyways, until then, you guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later.
Onwards.
Bye, guys.
We have work to do.